Hey everyone, today I have this Gargoyles Meet the Characters book. This is really cool to find an old Gargoyles book like this. So yeah, let's open it up. Well, first let's look at the cover. Like this illustration of Goliath there. Got little images of a whole bunch of the characters there. That's really cool. And now this is really neat. First page, pop-up book. And we get this cool image of all the gargoyles there. Or, well, most of them. Oh, there's Lexington, so yeah, that's... and Demona, yep, all of them. Or at least at the beginning of the show. Angry-looking Xanatos there, happy-looking Demona. Worried-looking Elisa. Let's read the little blurb there. Long, long ago, the Gargoyles defended a castle in Scotland against all foes. Betrayed by the humans they protected, the Gargoyles were put under a magic spell that turned them to stone for 1,000 years. When David Xanatos, criminal mastermind, brought their castle to New York City, the spell was broken and the Gargoyles once again became defenders of the night. Yep, that sounds pretty accurate. And then unfortunately there's no more pop-up book. The rest of it's just bio and information. So let's take a look at what it says about Goliath. With courage and with the wisdom of centuries, Goliath teaches his band of warriors and himself to survive in the strange new world. Betrayed by humans in the past, Goliath must learn to trust again. Even though he appears fierce, at heart he is a thinker who seeks the truth and often acts with great kindness. Okie dokie then. Goliath stands 7 feet tall. As flesh he weighs 300 pounds, but as stone he weighs an entire ton. Goliath, the mightiest gargoyle, has a huge wingspan of 18 feet. Once again, Goliath bursts from his stone slumber ready for battle. Only the night can set him free. Humans fear what they do not understand. Their ways are not our ways, says thoughtful Goliath. Oh, and we got these little tabs here on the side showing which character is on which page. That's neat. And so then here we got Brooklyn on his motorcycle. Cool. Brooklyn is fascinated by the modern world. He loves to try out anything new, from sunglasses to fast motorcycles. His wings span... Wait. Was it? For Goliath, they just have wingspan, but then for him they have wings span. Okay, that's kind of weird. 12 fearless feet. He is 6 feet tall. As flesh he weighs 210 pounds, but as stone he weighs half a ton. He looks kindly upon humans, but when he's angry his gargoyle eyes have an eerie glow. His dream is to be a great warrior, but he has a long way to go. Alright then. Seems like I thought it was going to say something about him being friends with Lexington and Broadway, but I guess not. Hudson. Love Hudson, my favorite character. In human years, Hudson is in his 50s and past his warrior prime. No newfangled weapons for this gargoyle, he clings to his trusty sword. Actually, I remember reading that, the reason why, him having a sword was kind of unusual for a gargoyle, that he carries it because he's older, and it's harder to defend himself. Whatever. Hudson is a couch potato who likes 2 modern-day things, an old easy chair and a TV set. Once leader of the Gargoyles, Hudson is now Goliath's most trusted advisor and friend. He stands 6 feet tall and weighs 1,000 pounds, as flesh and... 1,000 pounds as flesh and a ton and a half as stone. Okay then. Some of these illustrations are really nice. So we got Broadway and Bronx. What brute strength! This dynamic duo has claws that can rip through granite. Broadway weighs in at 10 tons of solid stone, 1 ton of flabby flesh. His wingspan is 16 feet. Bronx is no lapdog either. Though only 3 feet tall, he's 325 pounds of mean mutt. Okay. They went crazy with alliteration there. Broadway loves to eat, and Bronx loves to keep him company, as long as there are no pigeons around. What? I don't remember that being a thing. What in the world do pigeons have to do with anything? Underneath that tough hide, Bronx is a gargoyle's best friend. If Goliath needs defending, Bronx will do it without a whimper. Alright. So what exactly is going on here? Whatever. Anyway, that pigeons thing is really weird. Was that going to be a thing originally? Or am I completely forgetting something? Because I don't remember that being a thing at all. And here we got Lexington. I have no idea what that is he's looking at. Lexington's nickname is Lex. Naive and innocent, he's completely awed by the great stuff the 20th century has to offer. He's a really smart gargoyle, and could invent something really cool if he had the chance. He's 5.5 feet tall and weighs 180 pounds flesh, a quarter-ton stone. His wings span a neat 7 feet. He's a quick-moving fighter and an acrobat in the air. Lexington loves modern inventions, computers, video games, and TV. He can take anything apart but loses interest when it's time to put it back together. If Lexington has one big fault, it's that he's just too trusting with people. This can often get this little fella in big trouble. Luckily, his fellow winged warriors are usually there to help. And we got the pack there in the back. That's really cool. That's a nice touch. I like that. Demona. Fierce Demona was once in love with Goliath, but now they are sworn enemies. She uses the ancient book of magic, the Grimorum Arcanorum, to put spells on Goliath. She lives for vengeance, and wants to see all humans destroyed. Demona once thought she could change Goliath's mind and turn him against humans. That's a nice little smirk on Goliath there. A fierce and deadly warrior, she will even work with humans like Xanatos to get what she wants. Demona's wings span 14 feet, making gliding a breeze at night. She heals while she sleeps, so any wounds from the night before magically disappear. Okay. Xanatos with a very strange, messed up looking face there. Kind of a weird image to choose for this, whatever. As humans go, he's a remarkable specimen, over 6 feet tall, built like a football player, strong as a heavyweight wrestler, trained in the martial arts. He is smart, ruthless, and power-hungry. Xanatos is a criminal mastermind. He loves buying everything and everyone. He has endless resources to draw on, including heavy-duty henchmen who can challenge even the gargoyles, and there he is in his little power suit thing. Oh, I just noticed a trail of money going down there. Elisa Mazza. Surprised Elisa. She's a tough, quick-thinking detective for the NYPD. She's 25 years old and drives a red Ford Fairlane. Her father and brother are police, too. Elisa gets along with Goliath because she sees him as an individual and not a monster. Goliath trusts her. And I love this little subtle thing with the chain making a little heart. That is awesome. Elisa is athletic. She's also part Sioux and part African American. She's smart, but sometimes takes reckless chances, and she never runs from danger. Oh, and that's the last page. Okay, I guess that's it then. What's it say on the back here? Get the inside story on these mighty defenders of the night. Just turn the 8 tabbed sections of this jam-packed directory for kid-friendly profiles of these timeless winged heroes, featuring a full cast pop-up on the very first page. I'm going to take another look at that, because that is really cool. That is neat. Yeah, this was a really cool book to find. I'm a big fan of Gargoyles, love finding stuff like this. There's a new Gargoyles comic, which I actually have a copy right here. Yeah, new Gargoyles comics. That's really cool. So happy Gargoyles is kind of making a comeback. We've got new toys, got a new comic, but I also like to go back and find these cool old books. Kind of messed up there at the end there. Really neat. I also have a, Where's Waldo style Gargoyles book. That's really fun. I'll have to take a look at that sometime in a video. I'd love to find more stuff like this. When I was a kid, I had a chapter book of Gargoyles. It was pretty cool, but all it did was just summarize an episode of the show, which, that's fine, but I'd rather just watch the show. If I'd be really fascinated to see like novels come out or like new chapter books with original stories about the gargoyles, exploring different things in the show, or maybe expanding on characters that we don't get to see a whole lot of, kind of like the old slave labor graphics comics. Like let's see, there was a comic, The Bad Guys, that focused all around the Pack and some other bad guys from across the series, all teaming up, kind of a like a Thunderbolts or Suicide Squad style kind of story. Really neat. Hoping that those will get reprinted. I've heard rumors that Dynamite or somebody owns the rights to the old Gargoyle comics, and that they might be doing like omnibuses or reprint volumes or something, so that'll be really cool for Gargoyles. So yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.